Hello again to anyone and no one who accidentally clicked on this video, and welcome to a God of War video. Today I am playing God of War Ragnarok, and I thought I would try the Muspelheim Challenges. So here I am in Muspelheim. I haven't done these challenges yet in God of War Ragnarok, so let's give it a try. I think this is... let's see here. Opponents rapidly regenerate from any damage. Okay, I guess we'll start with that one, right? It's the first one. So what's the goal here? To take out all the enemies? Wow, they regenerate instantly. How do I even kill them? Oh! I'm not really exactly sure how to do this. Apparently I got one of 21. You have to like instant kill them? Is that the idea? Whoa, that was a powerful hit. Didn't do any damage though. Maybe I'll try the Blaze of Chaos. Oh, get that poison away. You know, I kind of like this spear too. Oh yeah, so I guess minor spoilers. God of War Ragnarok, it's been out for like several months now, but I guess if you haven't played the game yet, I'll be talking about, you know, some details from the story, including this spear, his new weapon he gets in the game. It's pretty cool. It like regenerates, like you can just respawn an unlimited supply of it basically. So I'm now at 2 complete. Okay, I'm almost dead. Oh boy, let me get out of here. So 2 of 21. What does that mean? Have we killed 2 of them, or? I just don't know how to kill these guys. I don't even... Oh my... Oh boy. Poison. Get away. I'm almost dead. Oh! Ah! Is it like... Oh boy, I have no idea. So 3 down. I'm a 7th the way there. This is tricky, man. Oh. Freya, do it. You got this, girl. I think I have to hit like a massive 1 blow kill hit or something. Or maybe stun them enough so you can grab them? Or do I have to... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I think I get it. You have to knock them in the lava there, and then it kills them. You have to knock them off the edge. You can't actually, like, kill them traditionally. Oh, we got a Draugr over here. Another Draugr. Okay. Oh, boy. I am so low on health. This way, Draugr. That's where. Can I knock him in with this? Oh no. Well, I was way too far for that, wasn't I? Okay, that got that one. Wait. Why? Oh, my game is... Why is the frame rate dropping so much? I've never seen the frame rate drop so much in God of War before. Just keep pressing the X button. Oh! And I'm dead. Well, now I know what I'm doing, so let me give this another shot. I would say God of War Ragnarok is probably my favorite game of last year. It's really, really great game. I'm a huge fan of God of War, both of them, 2018 and Ragnarok. I think they're fantastic games, fantastic stories, and the gameplay is a lot of fun too. Like just the action in the gameplay. Some of my favorite games of all time, honestly. Okay. Okay, buddy. I need to like lure them kind of close and then... Oh damn, I missed. I gotta use that... Oh. Yeah, that worked. Not... No. I want to do the running. Ah, damn, I'm not doing good. Okay, I think I'm gonna die. Oh boy, thank you, Mimir. I think maybe my favorite realm in this game was how do you pronounce it? Svartalfheim? It's like the first or second realm you go to in the story. I think it's the second one. It's where you go to find Tyr, Svartalfheim. And it's got that little like Nidavellir dwarf town. I just think that realm is just so beautiful looking. The scenery, the big mountain in the background, and then you go back to that mountain like later in the game on your second time there in the story when you go to the forge to craft Kratos' weapon, his new spear. So I think that's probably my favorite realm in this game. My favorite location. It's cool how you get to go to all 9 realms in this one, because in the first game you could only go to like 6 of them, but in this game, in God of War Ragnarok, all 9 realms, like you actually go to all 9 realms, not even just in free roam, but like in the story, like the story involves all 9 realms. Like there are missions part of the main campaign in all the realms, so you kind of gotta do a lot of traveling and stuff, which is pretty cool. I do want to 100% this game at some point. Like I've beaten the main story, and I'm currently kind of just working through all the side quests. Oh, I killed him somehow. Did I just do a lot of damage? Maybe. But anyway, so yeah, I'm just kind of doing all the side quests now, slowly taking my time. All the like errands and smaller stuff, you know, because I've already beaten the story. All the collectibles. But like I mentioned, I haven't done these Muspelheim challenges yet. Like today's my first time trying them out. The first God of War had Muspelheim challenges also. I think they were a little different than this from what I remember. I don't know, it's been a long time since I played those games. But God of War 2018 also had the Valkyries, which were like these really tough, like these enemies, but it wasn't part of the main story. It was like a side quest. You have to go and free all these Valkyries, and they were like some of the hardest enemies in the game. It was so tough. And this game has the same thing, but they're like the Berserkers, and those Berserkers are so annoying. I normally play on the normal difficulty, like Give Me Balance, it's called. But when I fight those Berserkers, I have to like turn it to the easy difficulty, to like the story difficulty. Or there might be one in between, like Give Me Grace. Oh yeah, I think it's that one. So Give Me Grace, I think. Basically the easy mode. To kill what because I just have such a hard time. I don't even have fun. I spend like so long trying to kill these not the Valkyries, the Berserkers, because it's this game. I spend so much time trying to kill the Berserkers, and I don't know, maybe if I like practice a little bit longer I could do it, because if I remember in the first God of War, in God of War 2018, when I beat all the Valkyries, I think I did it on the normal difficulty still. Like I had a hard time. I remember on each one I had to, probably took me an hour to like really learn their learn their moves and stuff, because each of the Valkyries have like their own like pattern, their move set, and once I kind of like memorized it, I was able to like dodge them and figure it out pretty like a lot easier. So if I spent more time on it in this game, I might be able to beat all the berserkers on the normal difficulty, but oh boy. But I don't know, I just, maybe I just don't have the patience like I used to. Like, I just get annoyed. I'm like, really? Like, it's not even fun. So I'm like, screw this. I just turn it down, the difficulty, and still hard, but I was able to, you know, beat them a little easier. I haven't beaten all of them yet in this game, but yeah. So when it's necessary, I do change the difficulty throughout the story. I think right now I'm on normal. Pretty sure. That'd be pretty embarrassing if I wasn't. How do I change it again? Settings, gameplay? Give me balance. So yeah, that's the normal. Because then give me grace is like easy. Story is like really easy. So I turn it to give me grace like if I'm having a hard time with the berserker. And then like no mercy and God of War are like the harder difficulties. In you go. Did he not go in? Oh, he's just dying right now. So I guess I'm just going to talk a little bit more about the story of God of War. So like, once again, I guess spoilers if you haven't played God of War Ragnarok or whatever. So at the end of God of War Ragnarok, Atreus, he leaves, right? Like he goes off on his own adventure with, what's that chick's name? Aboga or something? And that's cool and all, but see, some people have this like a theory or they kind of suspect that Santa Monica, their next game, like before the next God of War game, oh, that was sick. They're gonna have like a smaller Atreus focused game, not so different than what Insomniac did with Miles Morales. So remember we had that Spider-Man PS4 game, which a lot of people loved, and then before we got Spider-Man 2, which comes out, I think it comes out this year. That'll be fun. I can't wait for that actually. Damn, it does come out this year too. I forgot all about that. There's a lot of great games coming out this year. The new Spider-Man. There's the Star Wars Jedi Survivor, which comes out I think soon, like next month. I'll have to do a gameplay on that. Even that Kirby Return to... Actually, I'll be playing that next week, actually. The new Kirby. Well, it's not a new Kirby. It's well, I don't think it's like a remake, but it's like basically a port of the Kirby Return to Dreamland, which came out on the Wii. I never played that game though on the Wii, so it'll be my first time playing it, but I'll be playing that next week when it comes out. That'll be my video next week on the channel. But yeah, that Kirby game, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, Spider-Man PS4 2, and then I think there were a couple more that I'm just not remembering off the top of my head. But there were a couple more that were on my eye this year. I'm just trying to remember. But anyway, to this Spider-Man thing. Try tripping enemies near sloped edges. Okay, cool. But back to the Spider-Man thing. Yeah, we had Spider-Man PS4, which came out in 2018. And before, they could have just like worked on Spider-Man 2 right away. But they gave us a Miles Morales game, which I actually really enjoyed as well. It was a bit of a smaller game. It wasn't even a full price. It was like $60 Canadian compared to like the $80 Canadian for a full price game. Like, because it was a little bit of a shorter campaign, but it was still a really fun campaign. It was like still in the Spider-Man spirit. You know, you just play as Miles Morales, we were introduced to in the first Spider-Man PS4 game anyway. And I think in Spider-Man PS4, like in the second game, I think you'll get to play as both of them, as Peter and as Miles, it looks like. So yeah, some people are thinking that that's what Santa Monica will do, and before we get like the third God of War game, and you know what, I'll just mention, I know that this isn't, I know God of War Ragnarok is technically the fifth game. I know that there was that trilogy he had in the Greek. I refer to God of War 2018 and God of War Ragnarok as 1 and 2 because they're just, I guess, in this new trilogy or in this new era, they're like the first and second game. Oh, I'm gonna die. No, please don't die. Plus, I actually haven't played. I didn't play those first 3 God of War games. Just to let you know. I know what happens in all of them. Like, you know, I'm a pretty big God of War fan. Like, I loved, like, God of War 2018 was my first God of War game. Like, I didn't play the first 3, but God of War 2018 was so amazing. I fell in love with that game. and I fell in love with the franchise. I haven't played the first 3 games still, but I watched a ton of like YouTube videos, and I watched a ton of the cutscenes. Basically watched the games online, so I know exactly what happens. I know Kratos killed the whole Greek mythology and the whole, like, I've seen it all basically. Even though I haven't played those games, I just kind of watched them later. So, but God of War 2018 and Ragnarok are the only games that I actually played, the 4th and 5th game. But because they're kind of like a soft reboot, like God of War 2018 is a really good entry point to the franchise. You don't really have to play the first 3 to understand God of War 2018, because it takes place so many years later than those Greek games. They take place so many years later. Kratos has his son, right? Like his Atreus, and the games, like, it is obviously still a continuation. Like, even Athena shows up to like haunt Kratos at that one part when he's getting his Blades of Chaos back. Like, obviously it's a continuation, but it's pretty far removed at the same time from those Greek games. It's not really a necessity at all. Like, when I played God of War 2018, I hadn't even touched God of War 1 through 3. I haven't seen them at all in any capacity. And I still understood God of War 2018 perfectly fine. I was still able to piece it together. I understood that Kratos was like a bad guy, or kind of like a bad god. He was embarrassed about his past. He's trying to be better. Like, the story of God of War 2018 is pretty straightforward. You don't really need to play the first 3 to understand it anyway. And because the gameplay is so different, like it was totally like radicalized, like just the gameplay. Like, the first 3 God of War games were pretty hack and slash, but God of War, the newer ones, are so much more focused on like really strong narrative storylines, and it was just such a departure from what God of War used to be, and ended up working in their favor, because these games are some of the greatest games of all time now, getting nominated for Game of the Year. I think the God of War 2018, did it win Game of the Year? I think it might have actually won Game of the Year in 2018. I'm going to try the second one because I'm having trouble in the first one. So, throw orbs into the realm terror to close it before time runs out. Sounds good to me. So yeah, I know God of War 2018 and God of War Ragnarok are technically the 4th and 5th game, but I often refer to them as just like, oh, the 1st and 2nd game in this newer era. So many years after the Greek era. They're very. They really stand apart from those other games in a way, just graphically and gameplay wise. It's just like I mentioned, just because even the game mechanics are so different. It's not really hack and slash anymore. But so yeah. So as I was saying, when God of War, like the 3rd one, technically the 6th one, but when the next God of War game in this era comes out, yeah, people were saying, some people think it'll be like an Atreus game, which would be cool, and like, I'd probably still buy it, but when I think of God of War, I think of, like, to me, God of War, especially these newer games, when I think of God of War, to me, it's a story between the father and the son, and it's just, I don't really, I wouldn't really want Kratos or Atreus without the other, you know what I mean? Because even now, as I play through God of War, like Ragnarok, I've beaten the story and Freya is my companion. That's cool, and Freya, she's great, but I would actually much rather have Atreus as my companion. Like, I kind of wish that I was tempted to restart the story. I'm going to run out of time. I was tempted. What's going on? Okay, well, let me just hit it again, I guess. Because at the end of the God of War Ragnarok game, Atreus goes away on his own, and he'll come back either in the next God of War game, or if he gets his own spin-off game, like whatever. Like, we'll see Atreus again. But I just lost my train of thought. Damn, why does that happen to me sometimes? What was I saying? Something about Atreus, the game. I don't know. I was just going off, and I just totally lost. I don't remember what I was saying. Did that ever happen to you? Like, I totally lost my train of thought. I don't even remember the point I was trying to make. Just something about Atreus, God of War. Now I gotta think about it. That annoys me. What was I saying? I wouldn't want one without the other. Okay, that's what I was saying. I wouldn't want one without the other. So even now, as I play through the epilogue, and like I do all the side missions, I would rather have Atreus as my companion than Freya, just because I think they're a great duo. I love Kratos and Atreus together. I think, like, to me, when I think of God of War, that's what I think of, Kratos and Atreus. So, like, Kratos is really cool. I love his combat. I would rather play as a Kratos than Atreus. Like, I didn't hate the Atreus missions in the story, except that one with Agaboda in Jotunheim. That was pretty slow. A lot of people hate that mission, but other than that, I actually did quite enjoy a lot of the Atreus combat. Not as much as I enjoy the Kratos combat. I just love his axe, his blades of chaos, and his spear. It's pretty cool. So I'd rather play as Kratos, but I would really love to keep Atreus as a companion. And as much as I'm sure an Atreus game would be cool, like, I'm sure they would make it a great game. The Miles Morales game was great, the one that Insomniac made. And I'm sure if Santa Monica made a smaller Atreus-focused game, I'm sure it would be great. I'm sure I would buy it. But on the surface, it doesn't sound like... On the surface, I think I would rather just have... Like, if I was a producer at that... Like, if I was in that meeting or whatever, I think I would be like... My vote would just to be start the next God of War instead of the Atreus game, and just continue the story with Atreus and Kratos. Because that's kind of... That's, again, like, that's just what God of War is to me. I think that it works so much better with those two and their relationship and how it evolves and stuff. So, but it is weird that, like, because he walked away at the end of Ragnarok, like, either Atreus will have his own game, or when we pick up in the next God of War game, in the third one, we'll start the game, like, of course they'll cross paths again. Like, it's just not exactly clear what Santa Monica is going to do. So yeah. Some people think that it'll just be a DLC too, actually. So some people suggested that there'll be an Atreus, a couple missions or whatever, but it'll just be a DLC for this game. I mean, I think I could see that. I don't know if I see Santa Monica doing an Atreus-focused game, personally. It's just not something that they have ever really done. Like, they've never really steered away much from God of War. I mean, it would still be a God of War game. It'd be Atreus. Like, it wouldn't be that far removed, I suppose, but I just don't know if I see them making a game solely on Atreus, like a smaller game, like the Miles Morales game. I could definitely see it. I would see it being more likely a DLC. I could see that. So either that, or we won't have anything until the next mainline God of War game, God of War 3, in which at some point they'll cross paths again in that game. So that's kind of my whole spiel on that subject, on Atreus walking away at the end. Kind of wish he didn't. Again, just because I think Kratos and Atreus are such a good team, I kind of wish Kratos just went with Atreus. And I know Atreus was like, oh, I need to do this on my own. Like, you know, like they gave us that, like Atreus wanted to do on his own. I get that. But I don't know. I think it would have been a little bit more appropriate if, like, if Kratos was like, oh, I'll do this with you, son, or something. And I don't know. That's just kind of... I just don't like seeing them apart, but that's just... Maybe that's just me. I'm sure some of you agree. Look at this guy. Oh my god, I instantly killed him. Oh no, I didn't. Did I? No, he's still alive. Okay, I think the Draugrs come after this, right?
Enemy behind you, Kratos!
Yeah, these challenges are pretty difficult. Let's see here. I died last time on this one when the Asgardians came. Yeah, get in there. I love that move.
Enemies on the left!
Get in here! Such a cool move. In the God of War 2018 game, when you hold the right trigger, like, okay, so in this one, in Ragnarok, when you hold the right trigger, he does this one, like, he spins the axe in a circle. Pretty cool. In 2018, it's the same idea, except instead of the axe going sideways and in a circle, like that, in the God of War 2018, Kratos slams the axe downward. So he charges it up, and he slams it straight down on the enemy, and it's like such a powerful blow. Kind of wish that they kept it for this one, but I really like this move anyway. It's pretty cool. This one might be more effective. I think you can hit other people with the when you throw them. It's pretty cool. And get in there. Oh God, God! What was that, man? No. Oh, someone's gonna hit me. Dodge, dodge. You know what? I haven't used my rage at all. I don't know. I didn't even know I had it, I guess. I was so focused on like commentating. I still find that, you know what? I'm getting better at it. When I first started making these videos, I found it really difficult to like play and commentate at the same time. Like, it doesn't sound hard, like, you know, because playing video games aren't, I mean, like, games can be hard, like if it's a physically demanding game. If it's like, I don't know, like Elden Rings for example is like super hard, like you have to focus and dodge. But I don't know, like, it doesn't seem like video games take that much energy. Like, talking and playing at the same time sounds easy, but I found when I first started doing this, it was so much harder than I thought. Like, I would play my game, like whatever it was, Mario Kart, or it doesn't matter. I played a lot of Mario Kart videos. I have like Mario Party, but not just, like, I have like some Red Dead videos, GTA videos, whatever game I play. If I'm making a video, I would always play much worse than I normally would, because so much of my energy is because I'm not solely focused on just the video game. I'm partly focused on the video game, but I'm also partly focused on like trying to commentate and like trying to think about like what to say, like, because I'm always trying to, like, you know, say something. I don't want it to be like just silence. So I'm either like always talking, or I'm like thinking like, okay, like, what should I say now? Like, how do I continue this, or what kind of point can I make? You know, and I just kind of segue into the next thing, whatever's on my mind, or whatever I want to talk about, or just kind of say what's on the screen, commentate. But yeah, it was so hard at first, and it still is a little bit. But when I first started doing it, I would note, and I would mention too, like on the camera a few times. I was like, oh yeah, like I just find this, it's pretty difficult. Like, sometimes, like, I would just mess up a lot, like in the video game, or it's harder than it looks, you know. But I also mentioned that with practice, I'll probably get better with it, and I actually have, I think, because when did I start? I started making these videos like almost a year ago. I think it was last May. It was like April. You know what? I think it was April 2022. So like almost a year ago. But yeah, like over the last year, I make like 1 or 2 of these videos a week about. Lately, I've just been doing like 1 a week because I've been really busy, like with school. But I've been getting a little bit better at that, definitely. Like playing and not dropping in skill as much, but at the same time able to commentate. You know what I mean? It just takes practice, I guess, to like get good at that. But I'm still not perfect. It's still a little bit difficult because you're trying to put your focus in 2 different areas. Because if I hadn't been like recording, I would have used my rage a lot earlier, probably in the first time I did this. But I don't even think I hadn't used my rage at all this whole time until a few minutes ago. I just wasn't really focused on. I didn't even see it at the bottom there. But like normally I do, because like when I play God of War in my own time, like I use it all the time, the rage. Like when it's full, I'm like, oh yeah, let me just use this. So it's just, and you know what? I haven't even changed my weapons hardly. I've just kind of been using the axe the whole time. Like normally I like switch between weapons a lot and like use different combos. So I'm still not perfect at that, at like being efficient as I normally am in a game while also like commentating. But I'll probably get there at some point if I keep doing this and if I keep improving. But definitely a lot better than I was. I used to be really bad. And I think I'm about to die. Oh! No. Oh, I'm still alive. Oh. I love that move. I'm so close. But I'm all, if I hit once, I'm dead. Damn. 2, 3, 4. I need 4 more enemies. Fuck. I'm so close. I don't want to die and do this all again. Because I'm already at like almost 30. Oh, I'm at 30 minutes. I think I'll turn off the video after this attempt, whether I do it or I die. So I hope I do it. These are the last 4 people. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh. No, please don't hit me. Oh. Jeez. These Asgardians. Okay, these are... Oh, fuck. No. I don't know if I'm going to do this, guys. Oh my... Look how long that whip is. Why is that whip so long? Get away from me. Oh, boy. And I'm dead. Alright, well, as I said, that will bring us to a close to today's video. I don't want to go too much longer. I'm already at 30 minutes. So I think that will be it for today. As I mentioned earlier, next week I will be playing Kirby and the Return to Dreamland Deluxe. And this time it won't be a fake out, because last week I played Metroid Prime. And of course, Metroid Prime just got that remaster on the Switch, right? So some people probably thought that I was playing Metroid Prime Remastered, but I was actually just playing the original Metroid Prime. So I didn't get Metroid Prime Remastered yet. So I just played the original Metroid Prime. But it won't be a fake out this time. I don't even have Kirby and the Return to Dreamland on the Wii. I don't have the original version. But I'm going to get the deluxe version, the one coming out on the Switch, for next week. It comes out next weekend. So yeah, that'll be the game I play next Sunday. So if you're into Kirby or Nintendo or whatever, you know, come back for that if you want. And yeah, if you're still here, I just want to thank you so much for watching to the end of the video. Hopefully you enjoyed, and hopefully I'll see you next time. And with that, have a great day.